How are we feeling this morning? All right. Thank you for being here so early, because you know I don't want to be here this early, but I'm here for you, okay? Now this morning, I am here to introduce you to a super scientist, the brand new super scientist, Photonic. Photonic actually has really cool super science powers. There she is right there. Right? Okay, her powers, her science superpowers, are that she can harness light. And she can use it to create lasers that are so fast that they slow down time so that she can capture atoms, electrons, and molecules in motion. It's pretty cool, right? That's just her super science powers, though. She has other powers. And so today, I'm going to share with you her other superpowers that have nothing to do with the science, okay? I'm going to tell you her origin story. As with any superhero, Photonic has roots that helped shape her powers. Her family, traditions, and the merging of two beautifully different cultural legacies laid her path. This is Jean and Delia. They're right here with us today. Thank you. They had two Blaxican babies, Desiré and Gingy. Okay. Great-grandmother pairs moved from New Orleans to Los Angeles, California as a single mother. And she had to redo all of her teaching credentials in order to teach to feed her kids. They didn't accept them in California. Bisabuela Victoria, she moved with all her kids from Mexico to Texas, and she lived to be 113 years old. These two badass women right here, they gave Photonic her initial foundational powers of resilience, perseverance, and adaptability. Now, those powers were absolutely necessary for her because her childhood was not great. It was kind of rough for her. But she was so curious all the time. She loved learning. She wanted to know everything about everything. She devoured books. She loved math and puzzles. And her love of cartoons, comics, and video games actually helped her develop her powers of curiosity-driven learning and a love for fun, playfulness. Now, Jean and Delia weren't meant to be, so they split up, but they each had 3 more children. So I'm not an only child, not by far. That made Photonic the eldest of 8 kids. Yeah, that right there helped Photonic begin to manifest her powers as a natural protector. Always teaching, always nurturing, a quality that she continues to hone as a very proud auntie and dog mom. That's my baby Stella right there. She taught and mentored her younger siblings and friends, always ensuring that they felt safe and empowered. As a young adult in community college, Photonic brought her nurturing spirit. She discovered that when she had a community embrace her, she was confident enough that she could further explore her powers. And she discovered her powers of compassion, mentorship, and fostering belonging. She had an unwavering commitment to uplift others. And she took that commitment with her to UCLA, where she studied engineering, chemical engineering. When she got there, guess what? Her community was gone. It wasn't there anymore. So she struggled a bit. She found that she felt so unwelcome in spaces that seemed to be made to reject her and her powers. And then she discovered the Society for Hispanic Professional Engineers, and the National Society for Black Engineers. Nesby and Ship. Those are her people. She found her community again. Her community is there. It was great. And she discovered that her powers of resilience against adversity and the ability to build bridges in isolating environments were strengthened. She actually took that and it helped her reignite her purpose. She found her true strength in her community. She began to see that her role in school wasn't just to learn and sit in a classroom that she didn't feel like she belonged in. She was there to learn, but she was also there to teach and to mentor and to share her knowledge with other people. She recognized she had these new powers to unite, inspire, and empower underrepresented voices. Through these trials, Photonic learned that she could create light in even the darkest environments. And she could use that light to guide others through their own challenges. Now, she took that new, re-energized life and she went to graduate school, UC Irvine. She started studying physical chemistry, chemical and material physics to be exact. She became the laser chick. That's the laser chick right there in the middle. Okay? It's really cool. And she found that this environment was even harder for her. They were really suppressing her powers, putting her down, making her feel like she wasn't supposed to be there until she was at her lowest. It was then that she went to her very first SACNAS conference. Yes, it was SACNAS. SACNAS changed everything. At the opening ceremony, when the local indigenous elders came out and welcomed all of the participants and blessed the conference, that was the first time that Photonic felt seen and valued in a scientific community. She knew that her journey was part of something bigger, and she started to realize her full powers. Attending SACNAS empowered her to become a mentor and guide for the next generation of scientists, helping you, find the confidence to bring your full selves to your work. Now, what she did there was amazing, and it changed her whole life. She then went and did a postdoc, because now she's got superpowers, right? She went and did a postdoc. She went and built better lasers, and then she went to the SACNAS Leadership Institute. That's right. And that is where her powers became superpowers, okay? She was unstoppable. She went and had a series of jobs that were just so impactful and really utilized her superpowers. So she was a curriculum developer, K through 8. She developed a digital science curriculum that's used nationwide. It's accessible and engaging. She then went and became a professor, focused on the T in STEM. She was helping students become photonic technicians, right? They were building, testing, and maintaining devices that utilize light and optics. And then she found her dream job at the Exploratorium in San Francisco. Yeah, this is, for those of you who don't know, this is the Museum of Science, Art, and Perception. And she found here, not only is she harnessing her light, but she is amplifying her light. This place resonates with Photonic on all these levels. She's got the community, she's got the work itself, and she's got the vision and mission of the institution. They all resonate with her and amplify her powers. Now, that work, she works with teachers. She is the staff physicist educator, and she helps teachers understand their own superpowers. Not only do they learn science and teaching from her, but they learn how to embrace their own inner light. And that helps Desirée's superpowers grow. Photonic, sorry. And that's why Desiré, I worked with superscientist.org to create Photonic, the hero. Because I think it's important for everyone to recognize that their inner light and when they bring themselves to STEM, like their full selves, every aspect of themselves, they are able to grow. And the most amazing thing for me about Photonic is that that's me. That's me. Right? It's amazing. And it's really hard sometimes. I gave this whole entire talk talking about her, Photonic, because it's hard sometimes to recognize your own strengths, recognize what you bring to the table and embrace it, right? But I'm doing it right now. And you know where Photonic gets her powers from? Her home base SACNAS right here. Y'all are charging me up. So I have a question for all of you. How many of you, by show of applause, this is your very first SACNAS conference? Hey, okay, welcome, welcome. Now, everybody else in the conference who has been here before, I need you to do me a favor, okay? We down? Okay. When I say, hola, new SACNistas, I want everybody who's been here before, in your loudest and most welcoming voice, to say, welcome home, familia. All right, we ready? Okay. Hola, new SACNistas. Welcome home, familia. Okay, thank you for doing that. How do you feel? Right? Everyone in this room is part of the SACNAS family. Those of you who are just here for the first time, those of you who've been coming here for 20, 25 years, 30 years, and you're all part of my community. You are where Photonic draws her strength from. And just so you know, all of you, especially Gianca Picache, is that her name? Gianca Picache? Y'all are here for me. Obviously, I'm on the stage, right? But maybe you didn't know that all of us, not just in this room, but all of us, including me and everybody in this conference, we're all here for you. That's what SACNAS is about. We want to uplift you. We want to bring you to the place where your highest powers are found. We understand that by uplifting each other and celebrating our diversity and our different experiences, we are actually able to experience our collective power, our power to inspire, our power to embrace diversity and change what science is. And so what I would like you to do, this is my challenge for everyone in this room, I want you to think about your powers. Not your pipetting powers or your building laser powers, but what are the powers that you have that come from your community, that come from your roots? Okay? And I want you to take those powers and think about, for the rest of today, the rest of tomorrow, while you're here at this conference, how can you find a way to support your growth of that power so that you too can become a super scientist? Thank you so much.